I think restoring function and returning the patients to the quality of life that they want to achieve and they had been enjoying prior to either the injury or the disease is very gratifying, and that's what drives me to go to work every day and treat these patients. And in order to improve upon the current treatments that are available, we need to be constantly asking why we are doing what we are doing, and are there any ways that we can better achieve the outcomes that the patients are expecting from us and from our specialty. One of my main interests in spinal research is disc degeneration. Discs are mobile units between the vertebral bones, and over time it ages and degenerates. And it is known to be a cause of major back pain, and currently treatments are limited. Initially, we try to give patients non-operative modalities such as physical therapy and oral medications. And if those things don't work, then and the patient continues to have significant pain, then the surgical treatment that we have is to get rid of the disc and fuse that motion segment. Obviously, it has its own consequences. Not only do you lose the motion segment in that level, but also the biomechanical stress that goes to the levels above and below may not be trivial to the point that it will accelerate degeneration of the adjacent segments. My current research looks at a special group of cells called the notochordal cells. These are cells that are present in all of us when we are young. And it informs other cells around them to form into proper spinal units. Some become bones, others disc cells, nerves, etc., etc. And in humans, the notochordal cells disappear early in childhood. But by comparison, other animal species such as pigs, they retain the notochordal cells even when they are fully mature adults. And we do not see any disc degeneration in those animals. So we want to better understand notochordal cells and perhaps find out factors that may keep the disc healthy that they're releasing to the surrounding area. And after we find out what those factors are, maybe we can turn those factors into medications and give patients who are suffering from discogenic pain to have relief as a result of those factors that we found and discovered in our lab. So the research efforts, I think, hopefully will be sustainable. And Oref grants currently, as a young investigator, is providing invaluable preliminary data for long-term and bigger grants. So that's how the data are being utilized right now. And also, one of my goals is to make the basic science research translatable in the clinical setting, and hopefully with the results that we have obtained, then we can think about potential ways in which we can treat patients with disc degeneration. OREF, I think, is by the surgeons for surgeons, and its objectives are to fund and educate meaningful, clinically and basic science-wise research efforts that's going to influence all of us in terms of how we treat patients with musculoskeletal disease. In that sense, I think it's worth donating to the foundation to to further our mission of improving patients' lives.